We fixed it. On we go. Folding over, hips up, hands overhead. Drop your head. Drop your seat, drop your hands, lift your heart, stand up tall. And sitting down. Inhale, fold over. And exhale, sit down. Inhale, stand up. And exhale, sit down. Inhale, over. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, stand tall. One more time. Sitting down. Folding over. Stay. Softly side to side, letting the backs of your legs get long, turning the chin, loosening the jaw. And your hands come down, and you're down into your seat. As you lie back, arms go wide. Keep your left knee bent with your foot to the floor. Right leg steps out long, and then right foot steps 30 degrees to the right. Bring your heel into the center and back to that 30 degrees. Inhale up, exhale down. And closing your eyes. Notice if you're really holding into the hip, how can you relax your hip a little bit? Even rolling your right toes, opening and close your toes, roll your ankle. And then draw your right knee into your chest. And pause there. Just soften it in and stay. Let your left leg go long. Flex your feet, roll your ankles, change directions. And as you stay, let the back of your left knee open. Let the front of your left hip open. And just pause. Bring your left foot in, left foot flat. Put your right hand behind your right thigh or to your outer right shin or to your outer right foot, bringing the right knee down. Left hand on your left thigh, press away. Left hand on your left thigh, press away. Now let your breathing settle. Let your spine be long. And good. Let your right leg go out. Shake out your foot side to side and your knee up and down. And bend your right knee. Hands out wide, left foot long. Step your left foot 30 degrees left and up to the center and down. And the center and down. So it's with these little movements that we are building the crease of the left hip. And if the hip doesn't crease, it puts our cross-legged seat into our knees. And then your knees get sore when you sit. So if you ever notice that your knees are tight after this and you walk and you're sort of creaky, that's because the hips aren't fully open. And if so, I would recommend go and find the vinyasa that we did on Saturday, left knee into your chest. And there's so much work in the legs there because so much of the practice is about building our seat. Right leg long. Roll your ankles, open and close your toes, and then allow the back of your right knee to open. Allow the front of your right hip to open. And allow the left hip to crease more deeply. Bend your right knee, put your right foot flat. Left hand behind your left thigh to the outer shin or to the outer foot and bring your left knee down. Right hand on the right thigh, press away. Press away. Letting it through you. Receiving. Left leg long. Shake it out side to side, both legs. And then roll yourself up to a cross-legged seat. Not a cross-legged seat. Roll yourself all the way up so that your heels swing wide. Just having quite a morning here. And with the feet wide, you can sweep side to side. We are reconnected. So if ever you lose me, if the stream drops away, then what we will do is just give it a minute and hop back on. So we lost YouTube for a minute, we rebuilt it, we brought it back up. So just keep coming back, finding where we were. All the way through the shoulders, through the chest. One more time, up out. And sitting tall with your fingertips down, your heart is long. Again, another aspect of our cross-legged seat. Can we be long through the inner thighs? And walk yourself up. Cross your legs and sit up tall. Landing here. And when you're ready, we start at antidote. So if we all just start our music right there, antidote. Feeling how the outer hips are a little more prepared, how the inner thighs allow the inner knees to drop. Left hand goes behind your head. Right hand, put your thumb into your palm and your fingers over your thumb, and then a reverse circle. Elbows soft to start. Close your eyes. Heart up, chin in. Long, steady breathing. As you're ready, your right arm is slowly straightening, opening the eye of your elbow, moving through the shoulder. The circle is not large, the heart is high. Chin lightly in, as though the crown of your head was reaching towards the ceiling, and at the same time, the seat was reaching towards the floor. So the spine is open now. Long, steady breath. If it gets to be too much, bend your elbow. If it gets to be too much, keep your hand a little bit lower. Old shoulder injuries, keep your fist below your shoulder. And as you can, you're finding that steadiness, that sweetness. What is it that you want to amplify? What is it that in your life you would like to plug into a socket and turn on its lights and its function more fully? For me, I've been very practical lately, trying to get our website up, trying to get our technology working better. And I would plug in my grace. And so I soften my face and I soften my breathing. And into that softening, this intensity begins to give it a little more life, a little more prana. Right hand behind your head. Left hand, put your thumb into your palm, put your fingers over your thumb, and begin a reverse circle. So your right elbow squares your shoulders and broadens your chest. Heart up, chin lightly in. Jalandhara Bandha. This little bind at the throat lifts you up tall, opens your spine. We'll talk about it a little more tomorrow. Straightening through the left elbow, closing your eyes. And bringing to mind the sensation and the expression of what you want to grow. If it's connection with your kids, if it's better food choices, if it's connection with yourself, if it's a sense of joy that you've lost for a while, find that sensation in your memory. And you, may I be graceful, may I be patient, may I be kind. May I know that all good things are taken care of. You're ready for us. May I be safe from discouragement, both outside of me and inside of me. May I be courageous and clear-sighted. 3. These are the things that I put in my mind as I go here, and I receive it. And the hands come high. The chin comes up, 3 sips in. Keep it full, heart up, chin in. So the chin is lifting the heart and you are lengthening through the spine. Lift the pelvic floor, hold it in your body, and then release the pelvis, the chin, and the hands. And bring it down. Shake the shoulders, shake the hands. Palms face you. Fingers point down. You're going to slide down without touching your body. Just sliding down. And roll through the shoulders. Or roll through the elbows and roll through the hands. And closing your eyes right there. Begin to deepen your breathing. Let it get a little bigger in the arms. And then let it get a little smaller in the arms. A little bigger. And then a little smaller. Good, good. And we settle and find the spot, eyes closed, spine tall, heart up, chin in, that you can absolutely make sense of this. Eyes closed, deep, steady breathing. You are letting this movement sweep you clean. Sweeping out the joints, the elbows, shoulders, and the hands. Sweeping the energy that surrounds you. Aligning the magnetism that surrounds you. So that what you're calling in can find you more clearly. Keep that sensation of what are you making in your mind. Keep that expression. Eyes closed, body steady. Creating this profound connection, this through line. Clearing the way and establishing what it is we seek. So right there, I needed to soften. I was getting really big, bit of a ruckus building. And that's what I'll carry with me. So instead I soften. And the outside movement stays the same, but I refine the inside experience. I refine what I'm receiving. 3, 2. Bring up. Heart up, chin in. 3 sips, go. Do it again. Heart up, chin in. Stay, 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 stay. Get taller. Chin up and release. Hands wide. No going down this week. Elbows again. Working there or starting to straighten your arms, closing your eyes. The heart is high. The chin is lightly in so that the back of your neck is lengthened. Just so slightly. The throat is broad and long. The back of your neck is long. Right there. And you reach right into the fingertips. Arms open. The chest is elevated. The upper back is elevated. The spine is long. What are you amplifying? Now is the time. Begin to build your focus. And just focus on the expression or the sensation that you would amplify. And make sure that your body is moving in the way that supports your expression. Put it all together. Receive, receive. 3, 20 seconds right here. My 3 was premature. May I be graceful. May I be a kind companion. May I be open. May I feel what surrounds, what supports. May I be unafraid. Right there. What are you calling in? 3. Now it's real. 2. And bring it up. And then down. And rest your hands on your thighs. And with the hands down, we'll do this. Inhale. Heart up, chin in. Lift the pelvic floor. Lift the anus and the sex organs. Pause, like you're bringing your hands are coming together, making a bowl. And you release the pelvis and you release the throat. You do it once again. Inhale. Heart comes up, chin comes in. Hold there, spine long. Lift the pelvic floor. Navel draws back. Whole pelvis is engaged. And then we release the throat and we let it move through us. To stand. Take it with you. Elbows are bent to start. Palms face the ground. One side, then the other. Inhale, then exhale. In, out, in. As you're ready, your arms extend. Keeping your arms straight, the movement is very small. Your hands no higher than your ears. It's tempting to really get flapping here. Smaller, and close your eyes. Lift your toes a moment. Settle your weight into your heels. Soften your knees. And letting your toes drop back to the floor. Keep your legs long, your feet long. And the spine stays steady. So if we can find this real support from your heart to your heels to your toes, then the work of your arms is open for movement. In, out, charging the magnetic field around you. Keep it going. Knees soft, heels down, toes long. Feel how still your heart is. Loosen the jaw, loosen the head. What are you amplifying? Are you gripping? Are you surviving? Or are you allowing and receiving? Big change. 3, 2, and hands up high. Interlace your fingers this time, press your palms up. Bend your knees, wag your tail, shake out your shoulders. Press your palms up, 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 up. And then shaking down. Hands on body. Let it through. Each exhale, keep letting it through. Keep letting it through. Keep letting it through. We hold old stories. We hold fears. We hold on to keep ourselves together. We're just going to let it through. Shake it out. and down to your seat. Legs crossed, settling. From the waist, from the navel, down into the floor, a little bit of an arch in the seat, a little bit of the tail back. Sit, sit. And from the waist up into the crown of the head, elongate. And from that axis, hands wide, palms open. So the heart lightly up, the chin lightly in, the spine so tall. Palms are open. Roll your thumbs forward a moment, your shoulders forward, roll it back. Sitting down, spine tall, tuck your chin. Reach your hands wide. On your inhalation, your ribs widen and expand. On your exhalation, your spine decompresses. Navel to spine, your spine lengthens. Shoulders are down your back. Widen the back of your neck. Widen the back of your throat. That energy can move through the length of your spine up into your head. Let the wisdom of your body inform your brain. Until it's as though the brain becomes very bright, very bright, very bright. The elbows soften and the hands come down. And pause. Roll the shoulders. Shake out the hands, make fists, and reach up. Point your first fingers up, and then down the middle fingers, and down in the ring fingers, and down in the pinkies, and down. So pointing, you're going one finger at a time, and you're really reaching into the fingers, and you're opening the wrist with that extension of your arm. You're opening the elbow, you're opening the shoulder, you're opening the spine, you're rooting through your seat. Right from the tips of your fingers, keep going, one finger at a time, with great intention. Ha! All the way, one more, and shake it down. I love how my hands feel after that, right? The heart, the shoulders, the elbows, the hands, the breath, this is all part of this master energy at the throat. And bring your belly down. Unfolding your blanket twice, if you choose. So you've got some padding. Walk your thighs back. Shake out your feet, shake out your knees. Bring your palms face down, elbows in, thighs walk back. With a little pressure on your hands, you're resting on your low ribs. Float your feet, point your toes, and let your feet come open. Exhale, they come together. Inhale, they open. Exhale together. Inhaling, exhaling. Your gaze is down in front of you, the back of your neck long, your spine elongated just as you did a moment ago, as though you were seated. Heart up, chin lightly in, go 3. Ha, shoulders back, elbows in, go 2. And go 1. Feet together, hands flat, rolling up, whisper of ha. Close your mouth, out the nose. Same breath. Keep the breath and roll down through your belly and then roll up through your body. Rolling down, massaging the front surface of your body, keeping that nice steady breath. As you go, you are lengthening the front of your spine, rolling down, rolling up, strengthening the back of the spine, all the way down into the soles of the feet. And bring it down. Cross your forearms. Let your hips move side to side. Walk your elbows an inch further forward. Make space in your armpits. Make space in your abdomen. Walk your feet a bit back and bend your knees so that from your elbows to your heart is long. And from your heart to your knees, it's long. Oh, and the breath can get all the way into the mid-back. Hands and knees. Rise up. Walk your knees in. Knees are under your hips. Look to your knees that they're touching. Put your feet flat and your feet are touching together. And fold hips to your heels. Walk your fingertips forward and then come up onto your fingertips. As you tuck your chin, drop your head and fold. Lengthening and then settling. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhale to settle. And then fold it up, building your seat. So the front of the spine is open, the back of the spine is open, and the back of the strong spine has been strengthened, which means that when we sit up tall here, we're ready. From the waist down, sit. A little bit of a tilt to the tail, pelvis finding the floor. From the waist to the heart, rise. A little bit of a tuck of the chin. Sitali breath. The tongue comes halfway out. You roll it into a tube. You breathe in the mouth and out the nose. Go in the mouth, out the nose. If you can't roll your tongue, put the tip of your tongue behind your front teeth, right at where your teeth meet the palate, and breathe through the sides of your cheeks, heart up, chin. Stay with the technique of breathing in through the mouth and out through the nose, feeling how it cools the mouth, how it cools the breath, Bring that cooling into your system, as though you could cool the energy that surrounds you just for a moment. We're all a little feverish right now. We're all a little worked up. Feel the cool of your breath and just receive it. And as you receive it, feel it cool into your arms and your legs and the space just beyond you. Releasing the technique. Soften your face. Soften your breathing. Let it all the way out. Let that technique, let that focus out of your shoulders, your hands. Let your legs uncross for a moment. And sit right in the middle of your bolster. Shake out the knees. And again, noticing, are the inner knees tight? That means you need to spend a little more time here. Are your outer knees tight? That's indicating that your hips may be a little bit tight. You can always add another blanket. And when you cross your legs, have your shins a little further out, hands on knees, and a bit of a circle. Oh, I want you to be safe. So if I can't see you and I can't make adjustments, what I can tell you is if your inner knees hurt, this is what you can do. Or if your outer knees hurt, this is what you can do. If your lower back is rounding here and feeling very stuck or sluggish, add 2 blocks, sit a little higher. Or sit on the edge of a chair and do this circle, which is fantastic. Now, reach into the crown of your head and let the heart swing around the height of your spine, and then let your seat drop right out of your heart. Can you find all that? Spine tall. The heart moves, and the seat follows the heart. And then you reverse. So it's a little more active in an upright way. We're drawing ourselves up at the same time that we're rooting ourselves down. And that's what begins to awaken the spine. Looser, taller. For 3, for 2, and 1, and so tall. Fantastic. Make the little hooks with your hands, right? Hooks. And with those little hooks, we're going to find a forward circle. And from that deep seat that we have in the floor, now we can let it out the shoulders. And it's the exhalation that starts to clear us. And we move our frequency up a notch. And getting this moving does not necessarily mean that we're going to leap to joy and freedom. That as we get this out of our system a little at a time, where we've been and what we've held on to, a little at a time, we just go up a notch. And each level of frequency attunes to a different emotion. So we may move into some anger, or we may move into some grief. But we're elevating from a sense, any unworthiness and any total despair, that has no power at all. And when you're moving here, you're generating power. And we rise up a notch. And we rise up a notch. And maybe we move into blame. That's a notch up. Because blame says, I am worthy and I don't like what's happening. I won't take responsibility, but I can see that it could be different and I can see it shouldn't happen to me. Reverse, right? You can see that. It's up a notch. It says I'm worth something. So we're moving this through ourselves, and as we do, we're elevating our frequency. And if we do it every day, we can start shifting through those layers. 3 and 2 and 1. Bring your hands up high, lift your chin, inhale, go 3 sips more. Heart up, chin in, lift the pelvic floor, stay tall, lengthen the spine, and then chin up, release the pelvis, hands come down. Let your legs go out long. Shake out your feet, shake out your knees, put your hands behind you. Palms facing either fingers towards your heels, or you can turn your fingers away, but be mindful of your shoulders and your chest. Draw your left knee in, and then your right knee in. Inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Working right here. Or as you choose, the left heel high. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Anytime you need to, you put a bend in your knee and you keep working. What am I amplifying? I am amplifying the most beautiful, comforting welcome at the end of the day. My work is complete. It's set down. I am ready to welcome you and receive you. This is what I am building. What are you building? What do you want? 3, what is victory to you? 2, and sit it up tall. Heels are forward under your knees again, like our circles. And then the strap goes behind you. I am building a sensation of being unhurried, of fully supported. Knuckles down, heart high. Of plunging forward, a little forward fold. And inhale, we rise. Receive this. Hello, love. Hello. Fold and rise. Fold and rise. When you're ready, your hands rising behind you. Only as far as your shoulders. Never overhead. You are safe. You are so safe. and then receive. And I can immediately feel a change in my system when I say that. Even you whispering now or speaking now, I receive. Let that soften your movement, even slowing you down. May you receive victory. May you receive the victory you seek. May others be served by what you consider victorious. That as your frequency rises, your interactions with them rise. That this practice is one that is also very, very collective. That you practicing and me practicing and all those that join us and the friends that we say, you must come, you must try this. This peculiar series of gestures will change you, will change us. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Sit up tall. Release the strap. Float your hands to your thighs. Receive. Receive yourself without imagining that any of this is external. Everything you're doing is coming from within you. It's already there. You're just allowing it to participate. Bring your hands to fist, put your thumbs up. Bring the heels of your hands to touch, your knuckles to touch, and the knuckles of your thumbs to touch. Lightly gazing at the thumb knuckles. The spine is long, and the eyes sweep closed. In through the nose. Out the mouth. In the mouth. Out the nose. In the nose. Out the mouth. In mouth. Out nose. In nose. Out mouth. In mouth. Out nose. In nose. Continue on your own, out the mouth, in the mouth, out the nose, in the nose. Your pace. Out the nose. In the nose, out the mouth, in the mouth, out the nose, in the nose. Continue. Out the mouth, in the mouth, out the nose, in the nose. Stay with it. 1 more minute. One more round out the mouth, in the mouth, out the nose, in the nose. And your hands come down. And we receive the quiet. We rest in it. It provides what we need. Sitting or unfold. Your legs go long, your feet shake out, your body rests to the floor. I will join you. We'll just go for 2 minutes. Softening your face, the skin around your eyes, your lips, your tongue, your expression opens. The back of your head, the back of the neck, the shoulders, the elbows, the hands. Letting your belly become soft. Beginning to deepen your breathing. Again, finding the sensation in your face that you would choose to wear the rest of the afternoon. Bring it all the way up, hands overhead. Keep that expression and breathe it into your body. Breathe it into your joints, your marmas, your points of movement and possibility. Walk your feet in, bring your palms together, rub them briskly. Hold your knees and bring it close. Bring yourself to a simple seat. Sitting tall, sweeping wide, inhaling up. Palms together, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Inhale up, open. Palms together down the middle. Last time we go, inhale up, open. Bring your thumbs to your forehead, center so tall through the spine. I am this. Satnam, a declaration, a reclamation with me. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Thank you for a wonderful morning start. On Sunday, we have class live 8 to 9. At 9 to about 9:15, I'll have an opportunity to tell you a little bit more in depth, a certain topic that I need to be able to talk about, not just write about. It's that idea of notching our energetic frequencies and the way that sort of notches us through an emotional scale. And that can help if doing this day after day, you're noticing a real change in what's going on. I want you to have the tools to see that, but it does need more time and it does need to be sort of separated from the practice to have that discussion. You'll be able to write in questions. I'll be on Facebook, and that will be from 9 to about 9:15. And you can look it up. It's the Abram Hicks emotional scale. And I find this to be profoundly useful. Tomorrow, we will have a lesson before we start about awakening the spine. Thank you so much. You guys have had wonderful questions. Keep sending them, and I will keep meeting them. We will keep informing one another. This is the practice. This is the work. Namaste.